I know you're going to speak to Branson later on. Kind of saved our bacon, really, Richard, because we were on the verge. I mean, we'd done 3 albums and we were just nowhere, in huge amounts of debt, and it was probably where you would, most people would quit, Ben, or at least they would. That would be they'd call it a day.
Or they might not quit. They might not have the opportunity to
Yeah,
quit.
exactly.
They might be, thanks very much, you're out of here.
That's pretty much it, spot on, because we were so fortunate. It just so happened with an Australian friend who worked at Virgin and was a huge fan of the band, Ross Stapleton. And Ross really just pestered Richard and Simon from Virgin, and they got him up to Glasgow pretty soon after we get kind of dropped from the label, and they took us on and took on all the debt and everything.
Does that kind of failure early on, though, does it strengthen the resolve between you two as the founders, as the band leaders, and as best mates?
People say that, people say that, and it's a nice way of looking at it, that you don't learn a lot from success, you learn a lot more from failure.
Yeah.
If I look at when success eventually did come to us, people always ask, were you ready for it? I don't think you're ever ready for it, especially if you're from tower blocks in Glasgow.
Yeah.
But you're more ready for it perhaps than others would be, because you've been through the wars and you've picked yourself up and you've had time to kind of, especially if the success is incremental, it's perhaps not as overwhelming as it would be overnight.